ZBCN, Zebek Army, how are you doing in this nefarious time, let's call it, because market has imploded. We don't know if this was a manipulation made by all these exchanges. I don't know what happened. So many people on crypto Twitter are saying that they lost everything, and some probably did. And it reminds me of the Luna fiasco back in 2022 in May, and reminds me of the FTX thing. Not good memories whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about whether or not ZBCN was affected by this Friday crash. What a crash. Or are we actually witnessing massive strength on ZBCN as it came back to range? I'm going to answer all this and more, so stay tuned until the end. This is going to be just a couple of minutes of your time. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what do you think. I'm really interested. I read everything. Tell me what do you think about ZBCN, but tell me with an explanation. And if you love ZBCN, and if you believe ZBCN, if you believe in it, you need to like this. You must love it. You must subscribe to my channel, because if you don't, it means you don't like ZBCN enough, and it means ZBCN price is going to fall. So if you don't want ZBCN's price to fall, you need to subscribe right now. Ladies and gentlemen, what a Friday this was. You know, I was actually kind of asleep. Oh, I'm getting an alert on a trade. Oh, you're not seeing it right now because it's below my face. ZBCN on a Friday, look at this. Actually, if we go just prior to it, okay, just, you know, the same day almost, you can see that ZBCN actually, he was looking amazing. Just a couple of weeks ago, I made a video. I was stating that anywhere that if we go below this area, I don't like it. That's one of my top risks, I said. We had this, you know, kind of sell of the news event here. We had this kind of support being knocked. I said, hey, these are the top risks we need to kind of be aware of. But ever since then, you know, actually ZBCN price recovered and looked like it might want to actually create a trade above this area, which was very interesting. I was like, damn straight, ZBCN is actually going to start up. The market is looking good. I was like, amazing. And then all of a sudden, bam, the next day it imploded. Now, I'll be the first one to admit, was this the biggest implosion? Like 50, 60, 50% almost from, let's say, open candle, right, to the lowest wick? No, okay? We've seen stuff like Atom, okay, over here, Cosmos, going down 90% the same day. Look at this, from the open all the way to the wick, 99%. 99%, right? So ZBCN, which one, which chart was it? ZBCN, I think it was, what was this one? Never mind. ZBCN, definitely, what's this one? No, actually I think it was on Gate. ZBCN on Gate, on Gate, on Gate, on Gate, on Gate. Where are you, my friend? Because I specifically took this chart. All right, protocol is on Gate. Bang. There you go. Specifically went down much less, half than that, okay? But we've had many different types of movers. We're anywhere between 30 to 99%, and ZBCN is right in the middle. But unlike others, right? So ZBCN did have this bounce back into range, okay? So we went, as I said, below this support level, which I still believe is the support we need to hold, right? This is the support we need to hold. But we kind of went below that. And let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. Let's take a look how fast this was. This was super fast. Look at this. We had in 5 minutes, on 5, 10, in the 15th, we already rebounded, right? So we were like 10 minutes under. That's it. Just 10 minutes under this support line. So this is not that significant. So in the charting sphere, let's call it, in the price action sphere, we can still say that the 35-ish area here, which is marked, is still considered for me a support here, because the wick down and up was just kind of anywhere between any type of big liquidations, people panic selling, whatever, but it wasn't a point of interest that was penetrated because it was just, it's done just yet. Now it can still go there. As you can see, we're very close to it right now, and we might even build for a couple of days and then break down. I don't know. That can still happen. It's still on the books. Okay. But I'm here to, and by the way, this is part of the answer, but I'm here to answer, is this massive strength, right? And with all honesty, it is some strength. It's not a massive strength. The rebound, other things rebounded and bounced, the same thing. Okay. The market, take a look at Bitcoin, is kind of rebounding right now out of this trend line. Not looking amazing. Okay. The even the Nasdaq got hit really strong. So on a grand scheme of things, this was a very odd action. Okay, very, very odd action. And so many of you are going to tell me, hey, but Jomo, everything imploded, not only ZBCN. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is, and for the first time, you're actually going to be right, because most of the time when you say that, it's just pure BS, because you're just trying to kind of protect your holdings and, feelings and whatever. This time, you are going to be actually right, where everything kind of imploded. Okay. So it doesn't mean anything about ZBCN specifically, nothing about ZBCN specifically, but what does it mean about the market? What does it mean about risk markets where, Nasdaq, S&P, crypto, much more specifically, got hit? Does it mean that we are in a realm where, the renewed tariff war with Trump and China is going to be, escalated? That's the main answer that no one can answer just yet. All I can say is the last time this happened, the market actually reversed and recovered. So I would argue that perhaps we can recover. And if we do recover, because it's all ifs, right? This is a realm of probabilities. There's no certainties in trading, nothing of the sort, nothing. Okay. And if you want certainties, go out of my channel, dislike, go out. I don't know, because you don't belong in here with us. You don't belong with the people that really are trying to make an effort to make, rational, with uncertainty, but with probabilistic kind of thinking type bets. That's what we do. That's what we do for a living. Okay. If you don't know how to do it, I definitely invite you to come to our boot camp. It's happening on the 22nd of October. You can either scan the QR code here, you can scan this QR code, the boot camp, the end game boot camp. We're going to teach you everything we know over there, how to trade beautifully. And of course, you have a 25% off for our watchers over here. You can go 25% off. Use it now. This is for you. I'm going to teach you, me and CM, we're going to teach you everything about that we can. We distilled everything just to a small amount of hours, so you can learn everything you need to know. And by the way, you will be protected from things like this implosion didn't affect us whatsoever. And actually, we went short on some coins that actually made us money without even knowing this is about to happen. So again, just to wrap this up, ZBCN, this time it was different. It's not only ZBCN, the market has imploded. It has shown strength, that it rebounded from here, all this rebound, not unusual strength, just minor strength. Okay. But the beauty of ZBCN is that it's still in a base. Okay. It's still in a digestion of profit. So from a digestion of profits perspective, okay, we are still kind of in it. We're actually right now kind of testing this area. So we're in the last innings. And this is how I can kind of wrap things up for all of you. Okay, if we do, okay, let me just make sure I mark this over here. If we, okay, go below this area now, if we continue down from here, ZBCN is either cooked, just like so many altcoins before it, or we'll just need a lot more time until it will actually continue. Okay, I don't know which one is it. That's why I don't bet on just holding. For me, I just either short if it's going down or long if it goes up. That's me. That's how I do it. You want to come learn how I do it? You have the boot camp. We invite you. Okay, but if you want to insist on holding something that has high probability of going down right now, because there's potentially a market top, we don't know. Again, I don't know. I can't call it. I wish I would have been able to call it, because then I will be a trillionaire, mega gazillionaire, but no one can. Okay, we can only use probabilities. Okay, but if we do go down more, that's it for now until proven otherwise. Okay, however, if this holds and we kind of go and we play in this and eventually break out, we will need Bitcoin for that. If Bitcoin goes down, ZBCN goes down. But if Bitcoin holds and for miraculous reason everything goes back up again because this was a one-off kind of grace one that everyone kind of miscalculated, boom, we're still in game. This is what I believe, okay, are the two main scenarios. I don't see any other scenarios almost for ZBCN right now and for the market, okay? Almost nothing, almost nothing. This is what I see. And you need to consider, seriously, what are you going to do? If you're a trader, paint the scenarios, trade them, join the VIP, okay? Join the bootcamp. If you're a hodler, and I've been talking about the risks, of course, the pros and the cons multiple times. If you haven't created a plan, crafted anything, then you're just an amateur that inevitably you're going to be a perpetual loser over and over again because you don't create plans. You don't understand that the outcome is uncertain and anything can happen, even things that you don't want to happen. Even though you don't want them to happen doesn't mean that they won't happen. They can still happen, okay? How many times I need to repeat these? You need to have risk management in mind as a first principle. Not only romanticize, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire if I just hold this. How much coin? If I hold 2 million coins, we'll get to these levels, I'm a millionaire. That's all I need. No, that's bullshit, okay? That's the worst type of thinking you can ever have. I hate that. I hate that. What you need to think about is, okay, what's the best decision I can make on the next trade? Can I hold for X period of time? What's my exit point if I'm wrong at a loss? Is that acceptable loss? What are my take profits? All and more. I can't distill this in 10 minutes video. You need to come, learn in the end game. As I said, come, scan the QR code. The link is in the description also. Here's a 25% off for all the people that actually view my things. I love you. I wish you the best. I truly do. I'm trying to give you all the alpha I can, all the knowledge I can. Remember, this is informational and knowledge based only, not financial advice. I can't. This is my opinion, and I don't know the future. I can be wrong multiple times. But the one thing I know is that I'm a consistent trader and I know how to extract ROI from the market yearly over and over again. If you want to come, if you want to do the same thing, you are more than welcome to join. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, no edge, no trade. Cheers.